Let's talk about something that we can enjoy.
Yes,
The game that you made.
I
Please tell
made
us
a
about
game.
Frantic Fanfic.
Ah, sorry, I scream every time. I'm very excited to talk about it.
Frantic
Okay.
Fanfic?
Frantic Fanfic, the game that we made, that I made. I say I because like the whole concept and everything, I did that. But then it wouldn't be a website without my boyfriend Michael. So it's like I made it, but he really he did a lot of work, but I made it. Yeah. Well, you could call it we created it, but like the actual like the game process, I guess that was on me because I was really sad, right? Still am because the pandemic and you can't see your friends and all of that. And I'm like, every weekend I'm seeing people, and now I'm not seeing anybody. And it's like, it's been like a year, and that sucks. Or at that point, it was like 2 months. I don't know, 4 months. I don't know, something like that. So we started doing these presentation nights where you have to bring a presentation 3 minutes and present it in front of everybody, and y'all have a good time laughing about, I don't know, corn. I did a presentation on corn. I was like, look at all this corn. So we did that a few times, and then we were like, okay, that's boring now. Let's do it so that you have to make your presentation the night of. So you get everybody gets 1 hour, and you do your presentation at night. And then we were like, okay, that was great, but that's boring again. So let's do it so that everybody picks topics, and then all the topics are shuffled, and then you have to pick a topic to do, and then you do your presentation, and then you do it, and then it's all fun. And then we were like, okay, that's boring though. So let's just shuffle all the presentations now. So the presentation that you do isn't even the one that you did, it's something that somebody else did. So we did that. And I was like, that's boring again because we've already done that again. So people were like, all right, that was still really fun though. And I'm like, no, it's boring. We've already done it. We got to do something else. So I was like, what's funny? What's funny? What do I miss? What's funny? Bad fan fiction. Bad fan fiction is hilarious. I love it so much.
I wrote a lot of bad fan fiction, so
Yes. I read a lot of bad fanfic as a kid, like My Immortal and all of that stuff, and just like cringy fan fiction that you can do whatever. So I was like, okay, all right, this could be a game. This could be the next thing. So I took a few months off of that presentation thing, and then we did Frantic Fanfic. I still have like the Facebook invite that I sent to everybody. Just like, hey, you guys, you want to do this? It's really fun. I thought of it myself. It's all going to be done with Word documents, and just be there at 7 o'clock, and we can go through the rules and everything, and just submit 5 characters to me beforehand so that I can shuffle them all up. And then everybody who's here, we will start it up. And yeah, so I pre-did everything. So I had all of the Word documents set up with, okay, this is going to be story 1, story 2, story 3, whatever, to 15, I think it was. And then you're going to have pieces. So part 1, part 2, part 3. And then every 10 minutes, we're going to swap links, I guess. So everybody's name had a link beside it. And I did that live because you can never count on me to show up, who say they're going to show up to something on a Facebook event. They're like, yeah, I'm going to show up for sure. Oh, that was yesterday. Oops. So I was like, oh, yeah, are you here? Because if you're not here, we're not using your characters, because that's not how this is going to work. So yeah, we did that. And a lot of us died that night. Laughing so hard that we
okay.
cried and couldn't breathe. And oh yeah, so the way that the game works is you write the first part, you pick the characters, right? You pick the 2 characters that you want out of the 5, and then you start the story, and everybody's starting the stories at the same time. Boom, 10 minutes happens, then everybody swaps to a new story. They're pretty random now, but before it was just like, okay, it shifts one down, and then it shifts another one down, because we only did it one time. And I don't know, it's hard to do that. It's hard to shuffle things when you've got like 15 people waiting for you to do stuff, and you're just like, I don't know if I'm copying the links right. Does everybody have it? Okay, I hope so. So, and then you write the ending, and then we all read the stories that we started. So you can title that story yourself, and then you just read through the things that happen. And the things that happen, it went many places that night. And yeah, I cried like 3 times. I couldn't, I lost my shit pretty much. And I had not laughed that much probably in 5 years, I guess, in a single night, just howling, laughing at the things that my friends and I came up with and that we were reading. And it was just a really good night. And we slept really well that night because we were like, our friends liked the thing that we did. So that's the best feeling in the world, right?
It is seeing laughter from your friends, especially with something that you created. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Having such a great reception the first time out, is that kind of what pushed you to thinking this is something I want to continue to grow and
So
advertise and distribute?
yeah, so Michael, my boyfriend, is a computer programmer. He went to school for it. And when we met, or after we started dating for like the first 3 months, I guess, I don't know, a little bit into it, where he was like, okay, you're not a weirdo. Totally. You're the good kind of weirdo, I guess. I don't know. Uh, he was like, oh, if you ever have an idea on something that I could program in my spare time, let me know, because I'm always interested in doing something like that. And he knew that I was an artist and that I could do like all of the design products and stuff. So it's just like a match made in heaven right there. Love you, Michael. But then a few days after that, or it might have been the next day, like again, like just like in bed, like this could be the thing. And we're both very sad. And we're like, this made our friends happy. We gotta make it so good so that more friends could be happy, and just laughter everywhere. Just like putting lots of good into the world, because that's all you can do, right?